what's up, guys? So with this Secret Invasion, that's gonna be the first MCU show of 2023. And if you guys did not know that, earlier this week it's been confirmed that Secret Invasion will premiere on Disney Plus June 21st, 2023. And on top of that, just this morning, a very released personal images of Secret Invasion and what the show is gonna be like. But not all that, but we did get the confirmation of what Amelia Clark's role is gonna be in this series, and how it might be related to the scrolls moving forward in the MCU as well. And so in this video, I'll be bringing out these personal images to tell you guys what we should expect from Secret Invasion, and right now Amelia Clark's character and what her role is going to be in this series, and how this is going to impact the future of the MCU moving forward as well. And so if you're new to the channel and doing stuff like this, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell so you don't miss out on videos like this in the future. So let's get into it. And now, as we did to take a look at this personal image here of Nick Fury, that what we can see right here is that he does have his eye patch for what we've seen wear throughout the entire MCU ever since the Infinity Saga from the first Iron Man, from the Avengers films as well. And now we see him without the eye patch. And now with the plot synopsis of what the show is going to be like, and it says, Secret Invasion follows Nick Fury as he uncovers a conspiracy to install double agents into positions of power around the world, shape-shifting green-skinned extraterrestrials known as Skrulls, who can perfectly simulate any human being at will. And now, but based on this plot synopsis here, that we know that when the show Secret Invasion is going to be dealing with Skrulls invading Earth, and extraterrestrials, we're going to see who is going to be a Skrull, it could be a Skrull, and the show is it's kind of like a guessing game of how we're gonna get the show. And plus, this show is going to be described as like a spy thriller. It was Skrulls involved. I feel like it's going to be like a more serious show. And on top of that, with the show that is being described as like a spy thriller, and as we've seen all the MCU Phase 4 shows, and they're like fun, and pretty much Marvel as they throw in a few jokes in there. But I feel like with the show, like Marvel's not playing any games. This is gonna be more of like a serious show, as this is gonna impact the future of the MCU moving forward with Skrulls involved, and Skrulls infiltrating Earth, and even as kinds of Marvel introduces us to Skrulls. And even as we've seen the entire MCU, of course, but I feel like when the show it's gonna get serious, it's especially with Nick Fury dealing with Skrulls. And now with this in the next image that we see here, that this is Kingsley Ben-Adir, who is confirmed to play the character Kavik. And with this character description, and it says that with this character, he's a resistance leader who has radicalized a group of Skrull extremists to seize the resources that they need in order to survive. First, quickly by discussing themselves and that might force if needed. And so I feel like with this character, he's a resistance leader, sort of a related of the Skrulls, but as you see throughout the entire show, I feel like he's a leader, kind of related to the Skrulls in kind of a way. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see for what his character is gonna be like. Because I feel like with this character that as a leader is sort of related to the Skrulls, especially with their disguises, I think it could be a pretty cool character. And now with this next image that we see here is Amelia Clark, and with the role it has been confirmed that she'll be playing Talos' daughter, who is a Jiha. And now especially with the Jiha who we were introduced to in Captain Marvel, when Talos was introducing his family, his wife and his daughter, and Jiha is his daughter, which we're going to see her in the show played by Amelia Clark. And so with Amelia Clark's character is to be really important to the show, because she is related to Talos. And now, especially with Talos, as we know from the first Captain Marvel and the Spider-Man Far Home's post-credit scene, when with Nick Fury, he was revealed to be a Talos in disguise, and especially with Nick Fury, who was off the grid from Earth, and now even with how this sets up the show, and with Nick Fury and Talos, that they're gonna be working together, and we're going to see Talos in kind of a human form, not as as like a scroll whatsoever. But I feel like we are gonna see that this duo like team up in like a sort of way, and like even as the show is gonna involve around scrolls and much more. And now with this next image here is Olivia Colman, and now with the character of what she's gonna be on the show, which was already answered by the producers. And I said with her character, she is a higher-ranking agent in the British intelligence service who has a past with Nick Fury. So sometimes she is working with Nick Fury, and sometimes we're working against him. And now, especially with her character that she's being described as like an agent in intelligence. And we're working with and sometimes against Nick Fury as well, and especially as we've seen in trailer footage, like she is like doing like experiments on like some like scrolls, and like even like in the British intelligence service in England. It says something that with that it tells us that with her character that like she might be good and sometimes bad. And now my main takeaway for finding some personal images that this is going to be more of like a serious show, is that this is going to be described as like a spy thriller, and this is going to impact the future of the MCU moving forward, and that this is going to set up so much, including for the Marvels and the Armor Wars, because with the Armor Wars we've seen Rhodey is going to be appearing in the series, and that's going to set up Armor Wars, which is going to be turned from a Disney Plus show into a movie, and I feel like this is going to be more of like a serious show. Like Marvel's not going to be able to play any games. This is going to be more like a spy thriller where our scrolls are involved, and like agents are involved, and like even some like serious stuff is about to go down. And yeah, and with these personal images that were released for Secret Invasion, and now this makes me even more excited for the show. It's because we've seen in past MCU shows in Phase 4, and they're like poking fun and sort of making a few jokes. But I feel like Marvel's not going to be playing any games. This is more of like a serious show, like a spy thriller with scrolls and agents involved, and even having Emilia Clarke's role confirmed to be the daughter of Talos, and even having her character that's going to be really into the scrolls, and it's going to make a big impact in the future of the MCU moving forward as well. And so with the marketing, it's just like getting started. It's going to ramp up, and soon we'll get a new trailer, the official poster, and more about what the show is going to be like as well. And so that's going to be for the first video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Now, what are your thoughts on these personal images that are released for Secret Invasion, and how excited are you for the first MCU show of 2023? Let me know in the comments down below. You can get this video a like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell for future videos. And if I have updates, always follow me on Twitter. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.